Hello guys, today we're gonna go over how to make a task only be completed once 3 targets have been eliminated. Here you can see how I have set it up. We have a main task with several child tasks telling us to kill these individual soldiers. Here, let me show you how this works in game. So we first kill this dude, and you see the task kill have been completed. Then we kill this other dude, another task with the same name have been completed, and then we have the third dude. Then the task kill gets completed, and the main task also gets completed. Now what the... Hello there! Oh no!
Julian!
Oh my... Absolutely fucking brilliant, and now they came out. Now that we're back in the editor, let me show you how to set this up yourself. Here, as you can see, we have a few triggers and a few modules. And here we have the dudes. They have their individual names and are linked to the tasks, but I will talk more about that when we get to that part. Now, let's get going. I will start off by removing my old setup, so we can start it off from scratch, and I'll show you how to do it. We need a few triggers, 4 to be precise, and they don't need an area associated with them, as this will only be conditions written inside the trigger. Let's go and get the module set up. We will need a few create tasks, one for the main one, and then a few for the subtasks. Now let's get the modules that will allow us to put the objectives as completed. I will make one that is set to be completed, then I'll copy it a few times so we can just link that up. Okay, let's start with making the main task. So we'll give it a task ID, which will be main task. It doesn't need a parent task. We will only give it now a title, which is basically just kill bad guys. And we'll give it a little icon. That's optional, not very needed. Also, make sure the owner is all playable units. Also, set the destination to disabled, as the main task does not need a destination. Now, let's take a look at our target dudes here. You see, they have variable names. And you set that by just going in here and basically changing that to the name you want. I have named it to Dude 1, 2, and 3. Let's go over to the triggers and set them up to trigger when the dudes have been killed. So you do that by changing the condition this into exclamation mark alive and then the unit name, which is Dude 1 for this trigger. Press OK and do the same with other triggers, but instead of Dude 1, you put in Dude 2 and Dude 3. Now let's get this synced up. So we're gonna have the set complete to the task 1, 2, 3, and then the activation for completing the task will be from trigger 1 to trigger 2 to, trigger 3. There you go. Now, we need to set this last trigger to only activate when the other triggers have been triggered. So how you do this is that you create a variable on activation, which you do that by just doing a capitalized name and then making it equal true. So we have dead1 equals true. Now set up this on the other triggers as dead2 and dead3 in the same fashion. Now let's head over to the main trigger and put in the condition that will make sure that it only triggers when the other triggers have been triggered. So what you do is that you make the condition dead1 and then you put 2 and signs, then dead2, and then you put an additional 2 and signs and another dead3. So let me explain how this works. They are 3 different variables, and putting the double and sign makes sure that it needs all these 3 variables to be true before the actual trigger can activate. What I'm doing now is that I'm just setting up the other tasks, making sure the owner is all playable units. I'm giving them an individual task ID. I'm also setting the parent task to main task. This is very important because otherwise it will not show up as a subtask to the main task. As a side note, you need to synchronize the task with the dudes and put the task destination to synchronized object. Otherwise, there will not be a marker over their head. One thing to take note of here as well is that I make sure all the subtasks are set to always be visible by checking the little checkbox. This is so that the waypoint above their head will always be visible, even though you haven't assigned the task. So I noticed I made a little bit of a mistake. The trigger isn't supposed to be linked to the task, it's supposed to be linked to the module making the tasks assigned to be complete. Like that. You see, I'm a bit tilted about this, but it's fine. Now we can finally test out the mission and see if what we have done works. As you can... These things are really starting to piss me off. Okay, you see the markers have appeared above their head, so we know that works. Even the task appears here, you see, and now that weird thing that you saw in the beginning isn't there. I don't know why that appears sometimes, but nothing you really can do about it. At least I don't know what you can do about it. Now let's try it out. We shoot the first dude, we got a kill. We shoot the second dude, we get another kill. We shoot the third dude. Now you see, the main task gets completed before the kill dude task appears. And there's a really easy way to fix that by just going into the editor and putting a small delay on the main trigger. So thanks for watching, I hope this will help you make an awesome Arma mission. And make sure to put a comment if you want me to do a specific tutorial. Other than that, just have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!